Dímelo, Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What the is going on? I definitely missed you guys, man. It's been like a week. I know I did a video in between, but I wasn't facing you guys, right? I like facing you guys. I like being here, being able to see you guys, or you guys see me, to say correctly. But here I am. So this week I had a very fragrant week at work. You know, I be posting how many sprays I do and how it affected the room or the environment or how it felt. Yesterday's was crazy. We'll get to that in a moment. But today's scent of the day is Gucci Intense Oud. Let's see if I can get the lettering to show up clearly. Gucci Intense Oud. This stuff is so good, guys. It's intoxicating. What people say online is a westernized oud. So it's not a funky oud. It definitely has a mature profile to it. And when I was at the store, I was in a different store, and somebody said, it smells like fresh carpet. And I think he was talking about me. Because this stuff is more potent than people can give it credit for sometimes. Gucci Intense Oud, again, my scent of the day. Where did I start the week? I think at the end of last week, I wore from Boadicea the Victorious, Ardent. And it was my first official wearing of Ardent. Very floral, rosy, ambery fragrance. I'm not getting into no breakdown. I'm just kind of giving you what I get. And I had an amazing wearing experience. I'm kind of digging this more than Bodacious. And I wore Bodacious the other day just to confirm, and I really, really like Bodacious. Cherry and other stuff, it's beautiful. But this is gorgeous. This Ardent is absolutely gorgeous. Now for everybody, it's a mature profile, at least to my taste. Right? To my taste, I think this is a mature profile, but I think it's got some great sensibilities. Ardent was worn last week. And then I think I started this week off with Godolphin, PDM's Godolphin. And I paused for a second because I wasn't sure if I wore it at the end of last week or the start of this week. But God, this is Tuscan leather, PDM style. Oh my gosh. One of my best profiles. One of my favorite profiles. Gosh, guys. And this is one of the least expensive PDMs out there. This one in Pegasus. The OG Pegasus. Guys, this is Chef's Kiss. Chef's Kiss. Tuscan leather. Done by PDM in their vein. Reminds me of Suede Saffron from Nichonnet. All these different profiles that I love that are really Tuscan leather DNAs. I think I might have gone with Oud for Greatness next. And guys, again, another one not for everybody. A little more youthful than the last two that I brought out. But whether it's real oud or not, you get a oud accord. And that oud accord is buried inside of this Baccarat Rouge style DNA. Saffron, ginger, and I think other things. I know other things, but I think ginger. I know saffron. Definitely a oud accord, if not actually oud. Guys, a stunner. When this goes out, best believe I'll be getting a backup bottle. Surprised I don't have one already. Ah, that's so good. So we started with Ardent from Boadicea. Then we went with PDM's Godolphin. Then I think the next one I wore was from Thomas Kosmala, Apres L'Amour number 4. Thomas Kosmala's number 4, Apres L'Amour. And this is another one that's very, very similar to that style of fragrance like Oud for Greatness, but without the oud accord. Very musk heavy. So again, very similar to that Baccarat Rouge 540 style. But denser with the musks. And this stuff is immaculately potent. This stuff latches to my skin. I think all these three are very potent. Ardent, yes. Godolphin, yes. But I went light on the sprays on each. Actually, not so much on Ardent. I went light on the sprays of Oud for Greatness. It lasted longer than I had remembered. And this is one that's just, goodness sake, guys. Be careful with the sprays. And you see that this one we had in the car for a while, and the label got kind of oxidized. But Apres L'Amour number 4 was another one that I wore last week. Then I know for sure, oh God, Elysium. Guys, triple up bottle worthy. Triple up bottle worthy. I'm thinking of making this my one office scent. But I've got so many other things that I love wearing. Guys, this is amazing. I know somebody wrote in the comments when I posted this as my scent of the day at the office that they love the opening. And the opening is amazing. It does dry down and calm down, but I still kept getting wafts of it all day long because, as I move around and I walk, the heat intensifies those juices again. Very similar to a Bleu de Chanel style, but done in Raja's perfect way. Again, probably one that I would say is triple up worthy. Triple up worthy. Elysium Parfum Cologne. My bottle doesn't say that because I've got the newer bottle style. Then I had my first official wearing of Stefan Humbert Lucas's God of Fire. This one shocked me. This one kept pushing all day long. It didn't go away. It subdued, it died down. But then again, as I heat up, because I spray on skin underneath my shirt, and then I spray a little bit on clothing too, like the man Cologne says. He does a lot of clothing, but I do more skin or half and half. Guys, this is a fruity concoction with a oud base. Stunning profile. I need to get more wearings in so I can really experience it a lot more this summer. End of spring, summer. This is, to me, it's one you can wear all year round. Stefan Humbert Lucas knocked it out the park. It doesn't necessarily remind me of Herba Pura. Doesn't really remind me of, what's the other one that I say Herba Pura reminds me of? Kirky from Tiziana Terenzi. Those are gorgeous fruity musks. This is a fruity, more mango-focused fruitiness with an oudi base. Not necessarily a musky DNA to it, but it must have some... If it's a musk, it's got to be like a clean white musk. Amazing. And then I ended the day off, or the week off, because I'm off this weekend, with Sauvage Elixir. And wifey's bringing me home, hopefully today, that backup bottle. Guys, I did 6 sprays, and I shouldn't have. Nobody complained. As a matter of fact, somebody was talking about how something in this area smells really good. Somebody's cologne smells really amazing. I didn't think it was me at the time because it smelled very powdery and fresh and sweet. I didn't think it was Sauvage Elixir. But nobody else was really... I didn't smell anybody else. Now, when I go into some of the back offices, I do pick up Crema Limon in the air. So I think somebody's got Crema Limon, which I have a bottle of. And that stuff is chef's kiss. But Sauvage Elixir, all day long, guys. 6 sprays was a lot. I did a little bit on clothing. I did a lot on skin. 6 sprays, held all day, kept pushing, left the scent bubble where people were talking about that scent bubble hours later or hours into the day. Literally 6 hours later, people were talking about how there's a presence in a scent. And I was close to clients. I was literally up on clients and nobody said anything, but they were talking about or one female specifically, a coworker, was talking about how somebody smells amazing and they can smell it somewhere right in the middle of the office. Later on, talking to Chris, or chatting with Chris on one of the comments, I realized it was Sauvage Elixir. Elixir was doing its thing. Amazing fragrance. I wasn't picking up as much licorice in the far dry down. I was getting a lot of powdery fresh, sweetness, and that's what was present in the office. You know what I mean? I was leaving a scent trail everywhere I was going. Anyway, those are my fragrances of the week that I wore to the office. There was other fragrances that I posted that I didn't wear to the office that I wore as, my scent of the nights. I didn't put those in the video. But again, guys, my scent of the day today, at home and doing chores and going to the store, Gucci Intense Oud, an absolute stunner. Now I just put some lotion on over it, but I can still pick it up. It's so good. This is strong. This is one that you can go 2-3 sprays. I went with 6-7 sprays, actually probably 7-8 sprays, because I kind of touched up right before I left the house hours ago now. But yeah, Gucci Intense Oud, my scent of the day. Thank you guys for hanging out with your Uncle Bo. I'll get back with you soon. Que Dios me lo bendiga.